I killed someone, but I turned myself in. When the SWAT team stormed in, I stripped off every piece of clothing. As a top lawyer, I knew they would see I carried no weapon, so they would not fire without restraint. After being placed in a cell, I immediately demanded a high-end Simmons mattress. Sleeping on a rigid prison cot was entirely out of the question for me. Soon after my arrest, a horrifying videotape was delivered to Durant's daughter. The recording captured the assault, though a mask concealed my identity and prevented any definitive proof. Durant stormed into the interrogation room to confront me. I confessed the reality of the situation to the presiding judge. A plush bed was subsequently delivered to my confinement area. Seeing my special treatment drove the rest of the prison population mad with envy. Once the court proceedings commenced, I went back on my initial word. I perfectly quoted the precedent of an identical legal case. The magistrate actually proposed letting me walk free right then and there. A chilling grin spread across my face. I announced to the room that this exact flaw in the system was the reason for my actions. I then pointed the finger directly at the judge. A decade prior, Durant had allowed a murderer to escape justice, and she had exonerated the monster who murdered my spouse. My entire scheme was meticulously designed to exact vengeance. The bailiffs escorted me back to solitary confinement to cool off. I then disclosed that I was holding a captive. My prisoner was the very defense attorney who had shielded my wife's killer. That particular legal counsel had vanished without a trace 3 days prior. I proposed a deal to reveal where the captive was stashed. Left with zero alternatives, Durant accepted my proposition. I aggressively warned that I would draw back my fist and crack his skull wide open. Durant eventually located the abducted attorney concealed within the penitentiary itself. I concealed a stolen fork within my grip. Without any provocation, I viciously attacked a fellow prisoner. Afterward, I casually reclined on my bed as though the assault had never occurred. The guards threw me into a pitch-black isolation unit. I experienced absolutely zero terror in the darkness. Durant was fully aware of the destruction I was capable of unleashing. He pleaded with the magistrate to extend my incarceration. The judge simply chuckled and insisted she had the situation under control. I stayed securely confined behind bars. The authorities were completely baffled by how the contraption was activated. They concluded that I had to be receiving assistance from beyond the prison walls. I had successfully created the illusion of committing murder from afar. Desperate officials demanded to know my ultimate demands.